Today in Grow a Garden in Roblox, I want to talk to you guys and show you the amazing gardens that many of you have created and showcased to me in the Dawn Discord server. And it wasn't just one person, and it wasn't just 100 people. There are probably close to 1,000 messages in the Discord server showcasing some of the amazing things you guys have created. And I want to use this as an opportunity to teach myself some very creative ways of doing my garden and maybe teach you guys as well. If it sounds interesting, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Become part of the first 200k, no 300k OGs on the channel. And let's get into the video. Do you need inspiration? I need inspiration. And wait until you see some of these ridiculous gardens that people have created. First up, you have this concept created by I Don't Give to Beggar. And if you zoom in, it's revealed as what it is. Yes, they've got a gate around the garden. That's cool. And I love the giant trees, but look at this structure. He has built this really cool grasping hand out of like, what are those? Torches? Giant stone column torches things and stone columns all from the night event? That is crazy. Or check out this garden. Now, when you look at it, it looks pretty normal. A little symmetrical, a little normal, but hidden behind those trees, you can barely see it, is a crazy boat. A boat floating in the sky. I can't even zoom in that far. Check this out. Look at these swords. You can actually see the main character standing here at the front of the ship. I just love this. This is so cool. How do you build things like this? Or if you were so inclined, you can build your boat / house on the ground instead of floating up in the sky. Okay, Era posted this in the Discord, and I think this is just stunning. It's amazing how little or how much I don't personally use my cosmetics to their full effect. This is just so cool. They even made like a throne room flanked by what looks like moon blossoms or moon mango trees. Also, the sheer number of people showing off their gardens filled with ginormous trees clear into the sky is just staggering, and it's crazy. And there's so many people showing off their gardens. Like, look at this thing. That is so cool. I'm sorry. It's like really cool Japanese Zen kind of feel. And there's like a crazy little walkway on the inside with a bridge and stuff. Yeah, I love it. I love it. It's so cool. Clearly someone likes the giant bone blossoms in my own garden. This one just has a really awesome vibe. Huge bone blossom trees, points for that, love it. But I adore all the glowing elements all around the garden and going throughout the garden along this path. One thing I have to be careful of is I don't want to be distracted by all the cool cosmetics. I want people to incorporate the flowers and the trees into their garden. Now this one slaps. This one's amazing. You've got this little cottage out in the woods vibe, and I adore it. And I also adore that the ground isn't like super cluttered with everything. You've got tastefully placed blueberry bushes, these beautiful pine cone trees acting as trees in the background. This is really cool. And what am I looking at here? Is this a restaurant? It looks like, yeah, look at the right-hand side. You can see like a place to buy drinks and stuff and donuts and bookshelves, and a cute little kitchen with a dining room table. Do you even have a living room in this house with a TV? Okay, this is cool. This is a vibe. I love the nighttime setting you got going on here. I love all the cool archways making this really cool fountain looking thing. That's so nice. Somebody built a bridge. Somebody built a suspension bridge in Grow a Garden. Are you kidding me? Seriously, if you're not getting inspired by what you're seeing, getting own ideas for your own gardens, like, come on, this is so cool. Whoa. Okay, one, choosing the acid weather to show this off really gives it a cool, eerie kind of feel. But look at this boat. This is awesome. Why do people love to build boats? Why don't people build helicopters or airplanes or something else other than a boat? Why is it always a boat? This is great. This is awesome. You've built a beautiful farmhouse with a barn, and you've got a grove of trees. And I really like how you use the strawberry plants to also like make a pathway edging those giant stones you place on the ground. And you've done the same thing over here. Strawberry bushes acting as a pathway. That's so smart. Oh man, the person with the pathways made a video. Check this out. Look at how cute this is. This is so cool. I love the little pathways lined by things. The amazing little house. Go inside the house to take a look around. Oh, that's so cool. This is great. Okay, I want to try something like this. This is neat. Yeah, pathway goes all the way around the backside of the house. And then he's moved the trees. What's that one say? No trespassing. Oh, it's got little vines and stuff, spiky vines and stuff like that. And then the glowing raccoon, hilarious touch. And then a barn. Oh, it's cool. That's just so cool. This garden is definitely inspired by my own garden. Love the giant fossilite plant. That is clutch. It looks good. Okay, I've already pre-watched this video, but the vibes are immaculate. Notice the tranquil blooms. Notice the Zen architecture. The vibes are spot on. Watch this. We're going to walk into it. You go through the archway, and there's that far building. There's nothing else. It is clean. It is clear. And it's almost like a temple shrine worshiping the deity of whatever that statue is. That statue being the statue for completing all the plant achievements. That garden is just, it's got vibes. I love it. This video loves the honeybee. It's their favorite thing. Check this out. Check this out. This guy's like all about the honeybees. And as a honeybee tunnel enjoyer, me too. So it's a crazy garden, lots of chaotic things going on. And you walk through, and then in front of you is almost a shrine to the honeybees with a little gnome guy sitting there. You can see him, right? There's a little gnome there and a little shrine going on. Then off to the left, beautiful little fountain. And I like how he's made this enclosed alcove with all the trees, the wall of bamboo. And the only way you can get here is by actually going inside his garden to get underneath this tree into this really cool enclosed space. I think this is just one of the smartest little things to do. What a cool little area. And you have to walk in to see it. Is this also enclosed? It looks enclosed. I'm sorry. So creative. Nothing I never would have thought of. That's so cool. That's amazing. There's just so many of these beautiful gardens. I can't take the time to look at all of them. Or the gardens where people have grown a plant and somehow got out here. I remember seeing this one. Check this out. 1, giant bone blossom trees. Awesome. Love them personally. It's great. 2, that's a church underneath the alcove, the canopy of giant bone blossom trees. And take a look at this. Here's the inside of the church with pews and everything. But it's being filmed at nighttime, and it gives it this really scary, almost horror movie vibe. If you found a little church like this out deep in the woods, in the middle of nowhere, would you go in that? It's really creepy. Hey, we have another video here, and you have a beautiful garden filled with cocoa plants. Just lots of cocoa plants. You go through the entrance. I love the flowers along the side. I love the little bridge. That's awesome. And then there's a house here. It looks like it had fences going on. And the house has multiple different little rooms with pictures and stuff. Beautiful. Fantastic. I love it. Wait, there's a second floor. You can climb up to the second floor. Okay, nope. Even better. Even better. That's awesome. You've got beautiful garden. You're using your plants. You're using your flowers. You're having creative use of all the cosmetics. That's just so cool. And there's a little heart with the nectar thorns. Oh, this is cool. Okay, this, you're building tree houses into the branches of the giant bone blossoms. Why have I not thought of that? That is brilliant. That is so cool. And people wonder why I love the fossilite tree. Look at that vibe. That is so awesome. This almost looks like a roller coaster in amongst all the trees of a crazy looking jungle. I like having, it's almost chaos. It's almost madness, but it's slightly controlled with the house tucked into the back up a ramp. I like that. It's kind of neat. This is cool. So this person has built a house over here, tucked into the side, multiple sections. Like, the creativity is off the charts with all of you guys. I love a little science. The rings of flowers are cool, but I love his view. I love looking down on all these types of things. Cute little pathways, little side gardens. It's neat. Someone built a tunnel with columns. That's cool. And it leads to this little garden in the back. That's neat. I like that. I also like the glowing lights in the ground. That's cool too. Yo, somebody built a walker with the cosmetics. Like some alien coming down to Earth. I love the red fences around it too. Like you're trying to keep the alien encapsulated. Man, that's so cool. Someone built a car out of the cosmetics. Well, at least it gives us a reason to use the stoplight cosmetic. Do you know what this is? This looks like you've trapped yourselves. You've been marooned on an abandoned island in the middle of the tropics. And there is a group of gnomes, a civilization of gnomes. And they all are here amongst all these burning plants, worshiping what looks to be the green bean trapped in stasis. There's an alien. It crash landed on an abandoned island filled with native gnomes. And they're worshiping it like a god. I'm sorry. This is just funny. I like this a lot. Okay, the vibes here rock. The vibes here rock. I love this. Check this out. This is so cool. Look at these pictures. It's the color scheme. You've got a little bit of that blue, a little bit of that green, and a little bit of that pink. And that's all the colors. They really chose their colors carefully and their plants carefully because they wanted to really balance it nicely. And I love the fact they kind of chose specific color schemes with their plants and didn't just plant a little bit of everything, right? They went with a theme. They really wanted to emphasize the pinks, so they balanced it with a little bit of that soft blue going on. And I love it. Color theory at its finest. It's great. What in the world am I looking at? They took a whole bunch of archways and they've made this really cool, almost like a shrine, but down at the bottom, almost looks like a magical portal. Like down here, this looks like a magical portal into another world. How do they do that? I'm just drawing attention to this one because this one looks weird. I think it's that spiky plant from the last event grown massive with sprinklers, and it's just something out of like sci-fi horror craziness. This is cute. I like the cute little house with the flowers outside. This is adorable. That is fantastic. Look at that. That's so cool. I need to learn how to make houses like that. I need more of those types of wooden boardy type cosmetics. Okay, this is cool. A multi-leveled house. Oh, no walls, but something you can enjoy with multiple different levels and multiple different functions. That's interesting. It's almost like an apartment building complex. The little gnomes hanging out. I mean, the more I look, the more cool things I see. It's almost like a sim house kind of vibe. You got the pool table over there. There's pizzas, a little bit of a kitchen up here. Down there, you have a basement kind of party area. This is just neat. This person is using the floorboard walkways to create a really cool looking kind of house here. Oh, I love the little tower in the back. That's a neat idea. I like that a lot. Can you climb that? I want to get up there and watch. That's cool. I love the archway. Oh, so cool. What am I looking at? Did someone build an Attack on Titan wall to defend their house? They did. Look at that. They surrounded the entire thing with a crazy wall. I never thought you could do that. Now I kind of want to try. But what are these boards? These ones right here kind of look, I think they're from the Zen event. Are they in the Zen crate? They're not located in the Zen crate. That's unfortunate. They were in the Zen shop. They were Zen sands. Those are Zen sands put on their sides. And I've looked through every crate and I can't figure out where the other cosmetic came from. This board right here. I'm sorry, just the idea of building a wall, it sounds kind of fun to me. This garden looks beautiful. Also notice all the chefs, the gorilla chefs cooking over here and over here. Once again, vibes, immaculate. I love the organization. And even this one, I love the walking stairwell working its way up and up and up with the little gardens and the little railings. And everyone's just so creative, way more creative than I am. This one just screams fairy wonderland to me. I love it. Man, I could just sit here and scroll all day and look at these crazy gardens. Look at how insane this is. There's so many fruits in this one. It's almost impossible to see what's going on. Now, this guy has a really cool tree house in his bone blossom. That's awesome. What am I looking at? It almost looks like something shoved a giant sword into the mouth and skull of some giant metal beast. And this one's just a really cool entrance. Okay, this one, it's speaking to me. Giant fossilized, giant bone blossoms. That's cool. Then you've got underneath a fence around everything and then a beautiful little home, almost like a farmstead. And it's it's fun. I would want to live here. This is so cool. What am I looking at? Look at that bridge. Look at the archways. Very much a Roman kind of feel. Yo, it's almost like he's built the Parthenon. That's very cool. Yeah, this is cool. Now we're talking. These cosmetics are sick. Now, the plants seem a little haphazard and thrown around, but the cosmetics are really neat. What am I staring at? Are those really, really thick bamboo? And what is this? What is this circular thing? What is going on? That's crazy. Hold on. Somebody built a spaceship in Grow a Garden. I recognize the underglow lights. I recognize some of the materials needed. What? I'm sorry. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen someone build with cosmetics in Grow a Garden. It's a spaceship. Okay, that is a very intense boat built with cosmetics. Those are the night cosmetics, if I recall. The one thing I would love to see in some of these gardens is a much more careful use of plants. The cosmetics you can control and place and position and angle and make really cool things. But not many people are taking the time to figure out, okay, what plants do I have? How good they look when I organize them like this or organize them like this. So many gardens I see just have plants placed everywhere. And that's how you start playing Grow a Garden. I want to see people cultivate their gardens. If they want to put roses somewhere, plant 15 roses, watch them grow and go, those ones are too big, those ones are too small. Put that one there in the right spot. I want someone to really take the time to really have a beautiful cultivated garden. Though these treehouse concepts are always cool. Like, that's just cool. I like this one a lot. I like a lot about this. This is neat. I like all the walkways and pathways. I like the little center fountain area. I like the little area over here. Yeah, all of this. This is really cool. Wait, isn't this the person that built the Parthenon? Now it looks like they built some kind of cathedral. This person knows how to build with cosmetics. But that's kind of, I got the Parthenon look there. The plant part seems a little bit crazy. They must be using it because I see coconut trees and all sorts of random trees. Not a lot of thought went into the plant part. Tons of thought and effort went into the building part. That's for sure. What am I looking at? How do you do something like this? It's just layers and layers and layers of cosmetics making this winding stone pathway up a hilltop? That's just creative. Now, it needs some plant life going on, but the cosmetic concept is really neat. I like the little stone pillars, part way up, part way up, part way up. I love the fact that the path is not straight up, that it is a winding path. How do you build something like that? Okay, so I heard you like huge plants. So you took your huge plants and you gave them huge plants. What is this? Is this an owl cosmetic built from multiple pieces into the shape of what looks like an owl flying through the sky in statue form? Am I crazy? That's crazy. Also, I personally appreciate that you have these huge tree here, right? These huge trees in the middle with the smaller versions flanking them. I love the symmetry. I think that's kind of cool. That's what I'm talking about when it comes to cultivating the garden. Like, having that kind of effort, I love it. Apparently, this person loves mushrooms. They really do. That's a magical mushroom kingdom. Man, I gotta stop scrolling. I could be here all day looking at these things, and I'll make this video an hour long if I don't stop. These are phenomenal, guys. If you want to submit more really cool things, comment down below. Go to the Dawn Discord server. Go to the garden showcase section and check all of this out, guys. There are some crazy things in here. Look at this shot. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I gotta stop. I'm gonna be here all day, guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that subscribe button. Become part of the first 300K OGs on the channel. There's a tank. It's a tank. That is so cool. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.